revolutionizing connectivity through Internet of Things and a 5G network. Moreover, the fourth industrial revolution underscores the need for engineers who are not only technically proficient, but ethically grounded and globally minded. I think this is what you should take note of. We should not be calling ourselves as engineers, but we should be what? We said, we engineers are not only technically proficient and not ethically grounded and globally minded, but we know the future engineers must integrate social responsibility, environmental consciousness, and innovation to build a more sustainable and inclusive world. Now, that is engineering. The question is, another question is, what is engineering education? Engineering education serves as the cornerstone for technological advancement, innovation, and sustainable development in modern society. It equips individuals with analytical skills, problem-solving abilities, and technical expertise necessary to design, build, and manage systems that deserve real-world challenges. The discipline's interdisciplinary nature, that is, drawn from mathematics, physics, computer science, and applied sciences, makes it vital to every sector of human. Engineering education fosters economic growth and competitiveness by producing skilled professionals who drive industrialization, digital transformation, and innovation. Nations with a strong emphasis on engineering education demonstrate higher rates for technological innovation and industrial productivity. Furthermore, engineering programs emphasize creativity, critical thinking, and collaboration, preparing students to adapt to emerging global issues such as climate change, energy, scarcity, and urbanization. What we are saying here is that it is unarguable to adapt to engineering. Is that true? Because you can find engineers working in banks, working everywhere, and they are the ones thriving well in all these sectors. Now, the historical perspective of engineering education. Where is engineering education coming from? Recall I said we are going to be guided by the 6 wise men. What is engineering? What is engineering education? And we are now saying, where is engineering education coming from? And that led us to historical perspective of engineering education, both globally and in Nigeria. Globally, engineering education has evolved significantly over centuries, shaped by technological innovations, societal needs, and economic demands. Understanding this history illuminates how the discipline has grown and adapted, particularly in Nigeria, a nation on the rise, looking to develop a robust engineering sector. The issue of engineering education reflects a trajectory from artisan or craftsmanship to a structured scientific discipline crucial for national development. Globally, it has evolved rapidly alongside technological advances, while in Nigeria, it mirrors post-colonial growth, ongoing challenges, opportunities. Recognizing this history is vital for shaping future strategies that ensure engineering education remains responsive and relevant to social needs. The global history, the early beginnings, the ancient civilization. Engineering dates back to ancient civilization like Egypt, Mesopotamia, Greece, and China, where engineering principles were applied in construction, irrigation, and technology. Also, early engineers were artisans, craftsmen, often apprenticed through girls or familiar trails. Familiar trails. Middle Ages. The Middle Ages witnessed what we call guild systems. University began to include engineering-like disciplines, focusing on history, engineering, and then from history, the engineering, there are two major forms of engineering in the early years. They call them military engineering and civil engineering, civilian engineering. And those are what metamorphose into what we call mechanical and civil engineering. And that's why people say, well, civil, we say civil is the mother of engineering. And well, I don't know whether we have mother without father. It means if civil is a mother of engineering, I think there's a father that gave birth to that engineering. And that is what? America. Thank you. Now, the Industrial Revolution, that is 18th to 19th century, this era marked a turning point. The need for trade engineers grew with factories, railways, and bridges. And we also have formal education emerges, that is during 18th to 19th century. And the first engineering schools appeared notably was in France. The first engineering school, notably in France, named École Polytechnique, France, and that was 1790. And relevant. And also, that's what we call research and innovation. Both universities design, right of university collaboration, universities. The independence in 1960, leading to establishment of universities with engineering faculties. University of Nigeria, Suka, 1960, that engineering faculty. Amadu Bello University, 1960. Growth of engineering program. The growth of engineering program focus on civil, mechanical, electrical, and chemical engineering to support nation building project, and that was post independence era. Now, importance of engineering education. We have not gotten to importance of engineering education. Okay. The this is not the PowerPoint. I gave PowerPoint. Anyway. The importance of engineering education rests on what we call four pillars. That is the four pillars. Unfortunately, cannot even have to be yes on four pillars. The first one is responding to societal and labor. The second one is developing professional competencies and soft skills. The third one is driving innovation, competitiveness, and the last one is building technical knowledge. These are the four major pillars of importance of engineering education. Every other thing we can expand, they all rest on these four pillars. One, building technical knowledge and skill. The key objective of engineering education is to impart technical foundations, that is mathematics, basic sciences, engineering science, and design. And engineering education serve as academic ground for industrial and technological body. The second one is developing professional competencies and software skills. While technical knowledge is critical, engineering education must also develop broader competencies, termed engineering competencies. Communication, work, ethical awareness, and lifelong learning. A review based and experimental learning. The project-based, problem-based, conceive, design, implement, operate CBO. These are and learning by doing styles. Learning by doing styles. Give students authentic. people like us were in school and our Baba are here, we had the opportunity of doing IT. By when I was to do my IT, when I was in Poly, I did IT at the Nigerian Security Printing and Minting. When I wanted to do that for university, I was at the department, they posted number of vacancies for us to choose from. And the first one which I chose, when I got there, for the first 2-3 weeks, we were not doing anything. I said, look, I can't stay here. I left that place and went to other place. And that is where I find the real practice. But nowadays, I'm not sure that is happening. I don't know how you want to assist, because this is what we need to do so that, unfortunately, even by the time some of our students, by the time they go for IT, most of them nowadays, they are more or less, their interest is more of money than the knowledge that, so we need to instill this kind of discipline and attitude in our students. There's what we call local cluster partnership. We have to create discipline-specific clusters, e.g., petroleum engineering with local oil and gas firms, mechanical with local and established standard mechanical workshops. These are the things that we need to do, and that will also prepare our students. By the time they graduate, they become self-reliant. Promoting research and development initiatives. Well, this is undebatable. There are so many things we can do. We need to strengthen the applied research funding instruments, the university technology transfer, and incubators. We have a national incubation center here in the Nigerian House Incubation Center. There's one in Ibadan. The question is, I don't know how effective this center is. I don't know what has been the extent of collaboration between this center and our engineering departments in our institutions. These are the things that we need to do to ensure that we prepare our students for the future. Now, how do we now achieving engineering education as key to future in Nigeria? What do we do? We want to really achieve the what is engineering education, the key to a great future. The question is, how does it become, or what do we need to do to really make it a key to a great future? And like what I said, what will be how do we make engineering education as economic and social engine? Because we said we need to make engineering economic and social engine that drive the nation, and that will be the key to future development in Nigeria. We have to be Nigeria specific. We said engineering education has long been recognized as a key driver of economic growth, innovation, and social development. However, as the world becomes increasingly digitalized and interconnected, engineering graduates need to be equipped with not only technical skills, but also ability to apply these skills in a rapidly changing environment. Therefore, achieving the goal of making engineering education as a prime factor for future centers on the following. One, investing in engineering education for economic growth. Not just investing alone. Investing in engineering education for economic growth. Engineering education is indeed one of the strongest pillars of economic growth. The impact of engineering education on economic growth is always remind me the opinion of engineering profession by the great man, Kamal, when he said, scientists study the world as it is, but engineers create the world that has never been. I don't know whether you get this. Are we clapping for engineers? The scientists, they say they are mother of engineers. But the question is this, that's what scientists do. Scientists study the world as it is. This is how it is. The plant is this, so is this, so is this. That is scientists, as it is. But as engineers, what do we do? Yes, engineers, we create the world that has never been. And that's why you build a structure, you build bridges. These are not things that we found before. But what we have before is what scientists, that's what they study. So because of this, recognizing the pivotal role of sustaining engineering in fostering Nigerian economic development and environmental resilience, investing in Nigerian education and skills technologies will contribute to economic development and create jobs opportunity for individuals in the long-term return. As it was argued, human capital theory describes that individuals develop their capacity to generate incomes and improve career disciplines through education and skill training in the production of economic development. Engineering education stimulates important role in knowledge-based society because knowledge and human capital generated by engineering education basically changes the economic development. That is not not agreeable. The productivity of human capital in knowledge growth influence regional economic growth. Therefore, output of and economic development will be even more pronounced than pronounced entrepreneurs and disseminate the knowledge in the region. There is need for changes to be made in Nigerian engineering education is conceived and delivered to enable engineering graduates to fit in the global sustainable development and also to make impact in economic growth. Promotion of engineering education standards in Nigeria will drastically increase returns to human capital in knowledge growth and create opportunity for young engineers to sell in the global labor market. That is, if we invest deeply in engineering education. 2, integration of sustainable engineering practice within Nigerian education institution. The concept of sustainable engineering practice. Sustainable engineering is widely understood as the process of designing or operating system such that they use resources efficiently and sustainable over a long period and protect human and ecological health. It moves beyond traditional engineering paradigms, focus solely on technical efficiency and economic cost, incorporating environmental impact, social equity, and economic viability across the entire life cycle of a project or a product. This holistic approach requires engineers to consider the long-term consequences of their work, from resource extraction and manufacturing to use, disposal and potential reuse or recycling. Sustainable engineering is inherently multidisciplinary, drawing upon knowledge from environmental science, economics, social, ethical. No problem. I mean, 5 minutes. Don't worry. So globally, there has been a growing recognition of need to embed sustainability to engineering curricula. That has been the next thing to do for if you want really to achieve engineering as the key to the future. We have to foster entrepreneurship and safety. That I've said that research has shown that engineering process is entrepreneurial. Hence, engineering education is deficient without entrepreneurial mindset. What we are saying is, as an engineer, engineer is deficient. We don't have entrepreneur as mindset. If you want to read engineering, have it in mind that look, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. That is when we can make it as the key. We said, then the last one is encourage customer-focused education. Encourage customer. The quality of engineering graduates for universities in Nigeria has been the major concern by industries over the years. The current trend in engineering education in Nigeria has created a disparity between quality of training received by graduates vis-a-vis employers' expectation in business and industry in the country, despite its enormous resources. Engineering students must be able to learn new skills discreetly and fast to meet up with ever-changing requirements of engineering field. Majority of engineering departments in Nigeria University are not customer-focused as a result of either lack of funds or the fact that the number seeking admission in year in, year out far exceed the number places available. A clear understanding of the need of customer, the students, their parents, the society and industry that will eventually employ these students will go a long way in making sure that some level of quality is achieved. What we are saying is, whatever we are doing, it should be customer-focused education, because we should put in mind that this is the need of the society, and that will guide our engineering education. In conclusion, let me conclude by saying engineering education is undeniably the cornerstone of societal progress and innovation. To build a resilient, sustainable, and prosperous future, it must evolve continuously, embrace technology, and cultivate versatile ethical engineers. As educators, students, and industry stakeholders, our collective effort is essential in ensuring that engineering remains the key to a great future. And that is our own split. On this note, I want to thank you for your attention. Really enjoy the lecture by Pro. He's a professional and we have demonstrated that. Please let us put our hands together once again. Well done, sir. Thank you. When was delivering the lecture, we have in our midst the special guest of honor to greet this occasion today. And when he was coming, he came with an entourage. Sincerely speaking, yes, we have the special guest of honor, and I want to introduce him in a very special way. He's a son of the soil. Ọmọ bíbí ìlú Ọ̀yọ́ Aláàfin Òjò Fáṣọ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀ mọ́bí ọmọ Àtìbà. I'm talking about a philanthropist and someone who loves his hometown very well. He's been doing good all around and is well known here in Nigeria and around the globe. I'm talking about the CEO, HMF Construction Limited, and he is also a fellow of Nigeria Society of Engineers. I'm talking about engineer Idris Adewuga Adeoye. Let us put our hands together for engineer Idris. You're highly welcome. It came great. So many people, and I want to mention their names one after the other to recognize their presence here to grace this occasion. We have Honorable Kazi Arule Iziak, the former Honorable Oyo State House of Assembly. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Also, Honorable Oluwade, former Chairman of the Local Government of our state. We have Honorable Adekunle Mutahiru Adeboye, former Chairman of the Local Government. We have Alhaji Yunus Kolawole, the party chairman of the local government. We have Comrade Owoni Koko Lukman. We have Alhaja Adeoye Fonka, the party women leader of the local government. We have Alhaja Adebimpe Kehinde, the party women leader of the local government. We have Honorable Adebayo Tajudeen, and we have Comrade Lateef Adishoko. So, for seeing all these honorables, we just have to recognize that our special guest of honor, Engineer Idris Adeboyega Ade, is also an honorable. If I'm not mistaken. Let us put our hands together. Let's sit in chair. Thank you. Yes, let me quickly introduce and recognize QSTO Oyeshide, the Director of Procurement. This is special, Oyo. You're welcome. Thank you. Yes, and now we want to go to
Sorry, before we go to the next item, we'll be presenting our award to our guest speaker, Engineer Professor Kazeem Adekunle Adebiyi. So I request you to stand up. And to do this honor, we will be requesting the special guest that is here with us right now, and the engineer Idris Adekoyeka Adeoye, to present this to our guest. On behalf of Oyo branch of Nigeria Society of Engineers, I'm decorating you today for your contribution to the engineering development in Nigeria. And you have contributed a lot in transforming the youth and encouraging us in the field of engineering. We really appreciate you, and may God Almighty continue to go with you. And I am a tall tree, oh, I am a skillful in the country. I am a river down in the valley, oh, I have a vision, I can see clearly. A word of appreciation presented to Engineer Professor Kazeem Adekunle Adebiyi, in grateful acknowledgement of the invaluable service rendered as a guest speaker during Engineer Olumuyiwa Alade annual lecture, Team Engineering Education, the key to a great future. 13th November 2025, NNC or your branch. I am a giant, I am a mountain, I am a tall tree, oh, I am a skillful sweeping the country. I am a river down in the valley, oh, I am a ocean, I can see clearly. Yeah, I let you, just stand up tall and share. Next time the next song from that mountain go high. I'm not no in the place of this Thank you. Thank you. Say something about the kind of engineer that we is. I want our special guest of honor to remain standing, as I want to quickly go through the summary of his profile because I cannot read it all. Oh, Engineer Obanishola is going to handle that.
All right, standing on the existing protocol and by the permission of the chairman of today's occasion, represented by our professor, I want to quickly read the profile of Engineer Idris Adeoye, fellow Nigerian Society of Engineers. As earlier said, is an indigene of this historic Oyo Alaafin, born into the family of Yekini Bamidele Adeoye and late Madam Molikat Adeoye. Talking about his life journey, his life has reflected excellence, resilience, and purposefulness. About his academic life, he started his academic life from the early primary school, Idiope, Oyo, here, and later after for his secondary school education at Methodist Grammar School, Ajagba, Oyo. There he emerged as the notable brilliant student, and with exceptional performance there. He later proceeded to the University of Ibadan, where he earned a bachelor degree in agricultural and environmental engineering. And during his undergraduate year, he distinguished himself through active and impactful participation in organizations, in religious organizations, and National Association of Oyo Students. He served Nigeria in the Youth Corps service at Ebonyi State, and he performed excellently. He also led some organizations, and God has helped him in the engineering field. And under his leadership, we have the HMF Construction Company that has grown into a reputable indigenous engineering construction firm with notable footprints across Nigeria. The company, he has executed projects for public and private institutions, and this has generated employment for several Nigerian youth in thousands. He is a member of Council for Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria, and that has also strengthened his professional grip in the country. Engineer Adeoye's professional affiliation underscored his commitment to excellence. He is a registered member with the Council for Regulation of Engineering, as I earlier said, and is a corporate member and now a fellow of Nigerian Society of Engineers. In his quest for continuous professional development, he completed a professional degree program at Harvard University in the United States of America in 2009, and is presently pursuing his master's degree in Business Administration at the Distinguished University Business of School in the Netherlands. He is also an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and community development advocate. Through his foundation, named in honor of his late mother, he has undertaken notable inventions and humanitarian support, worship center construction, educational schemes, community empowerment, and infrastructural development across Oyo and beyond. Although he has not pursued elected political office, Engineer Adeoye is respected for his strategic contribution to political growth, leadership development, and socio-economic advancement in Oyo State and Nigeria at large. His guiding principles, excellence, integrity, honesty, and hard work, selflessness, empathy, and compassion continue to inspire all who encounter him. He is a devout Muslim. He finds fulfillment in reading, traveling, and cultivating meaningful relationships. He is happily married to Ajia Alimat Sadia Adeoye, and their union is blessed with wonderful children. Now, welcome with me, Engineer Idris Adeoye, fellow Nigeria Society of Engineers.
Thank you so much, Engineer Banishola. While Engineer Idris Adeoye, FNSC, remains standing, I'll call on the branch chairman to present his award to him. We are skipping so much in the program. We are really behind schedule. Please, let's not be angry. Yes, I'll call on the branch chairman, Engineer Adeniyi, FNSC, to present the award to Engineer Idris. Award of recognition presented to Engineer Idris Adeoye for his exemplary service, leadership, and commitment towards advancing the engineering profession. At the Maiden Engineer Olumuyiwa Ajibola Annual Lecture, Team Engineering Education, the Key to a Great Future, presented by NSA Oyo Branch Today, 13th November 2025. Congratulations.
President, please come join them. Dean, our guest lecturer, sir. Prof, please come join them.
Please, all colors and things, you can quickly come forward to take a picture with me. Please, very quickly. Very quickly, please. Come forward. Hey, I remember something. Come forward. And everything was feeling right. Let's be very fast with that. Let's be fast. Take all your money. Is it your champion tonight? The morning door down. I heard them singing. Oh, la, la, la. At this point, I took the response from National Issues. I can say that I told
The royal father of the day, Ìkábíyèsí, ikú bàbá yèyé, Ọba Akeem Abímbọ́lá Ọ̀wọ́adé Ẹlẹ́wù Ẹ̀tùwà, the chairman of the occasion, our father, engineer Olumuyiwa Alade Ajibola, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing on the existing protocol because of the time. I'm short of words to be honored and to meet one of our icons in the field of engineering, and which today that I meet you, sir, it really go hand in hand and coincides with the theme of your annual lecture, sir, which states engineering education, the key to a great future. Without engineering, there is no future. And without engineering, there is no economy and there is no life. Engineering is not only about structures. It has to do with transforming human lives, character, innovations, creativity, determination, apathy, and so on and so forth. Because the guest lecturer has done well to the topic. And that is why I told the chairman that I will not give any keynote. Because if I'm giving a keynote address, it has to be details. And he has done justice to everything, the assignment. Prof, may you develop for us.
I'm a living witness to engineering profession, and I'm still a student learning more because I asked the chairman to quickly show me the full details of our father profile, and I quickly read through it. And the page that I read through, it really amazed me. And thank God for your life and for our mother for being with you. Because in the engineering profession, behind a successful man, there must be a woman. And engineering profession is a profession that you can be proud of anytime, anything. If you are looking for good name, you can invent anything and it becomes an international standard that everybody will accept. If you are looking for money, most we have picked where we want, and I think in the next few weeks, we should have the approval. But for you to know that I'm determined to that cause, I will first drop the sum of 25 million naira.
The best. Number one, nothing less. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up. It just like that's how it is. We said, stand up.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I still want to appeal to everyone here and the other branches, because Oyo branch is a baby branch. And when I heard that Oyo branch is coming on board, I delay my fellowship to the time Oyo branch will be fully on ground. Because they have invited me in Abuja more than 5 years ago, because I practice in Abuja and my office is in Abuja. But I love anything that have to do with Oyo South, Southwest in general, Nigeria as well, and we have everything here in Nigeria, and we appreciate you. Please, I want everybody to support us in one way or the other, because even if there is structure and there is furniture, we still need to run this office effectively. Please support.
Appreciate you, son. But please, you did not make mention of something when you are talking the other time. Let him listen to this, what I want to say, sir. When you started addressing us, our special guest, sir, you did not make mention of the Laureate Foundation. Why now? Hello. You have to say something.
I'm doing Igboreto is involved here. I don't want to read the Igboreto's achievement, but I can tell you that we have Igboreto scholars, which as of today, we have more than 50 graduates that we have taken care of. But for you to know that we are committed, for the stationaries, we will give you 1 million naira.
Making 26 altogether. Thank God that engineer said other people can also support us. We quickly, right now, anybody that wants to launch and to support this project after the building, the furnitures, we still need to keep this is going. And that is why I want to be inviting one after the other. Please let us support this project, please. Let us call all those that here to do this operation. Let us support this program, because this program is going to be a yearly program. So this lecture will be having it every year. My guest, the country. We must say, please help us to pray before and you turn it to please let us do it.
While the things are going around, please, while the forms are going around, we'll be calling on our inductees to come out very quickly for the induction. We must leave this place before 3. Yes, so at this point, I'll call on our inductees. Please file out, come and stand in front of the high table here. Engineer Temitayo Oyebamiji Morakiyo. Please, let's clap for him. Engineer Ayanshina Olukayode, MNSC. Engineer Adebayo Ademola. Please let us clap for them. Let's clap for them. Engineer Onyekachi
Engineer Oyeride, please step forward. MNSC. Engineer Saeed Alaba Olade, please step forward. Engineer Oyeride Ireti Oluwa Mokisola, MNSC, please step forward. Engineer Akin Adebowale Adekite, MNSC, step forward. Engineer Ige Olukola Mokola, MNSC. Engineer Dauda Anyila Jimo, MNSC, please step forward. Engineer Akanji Christiana Adelayo, MNSC, please step forward. And last but not the least, Engineer Olade Oluwasegun Imolayo, MNSC, please step forward. Please, the induction, please let the forms keep going. Your generous donation towards the pushing your branch forward. Generous donations from the engineering profession. We recognize you. Generously donate to us. Leaders, GS, architects, we recognize you. Chairman.
Madam President, and Chairman of the Council of the Nigerian Institute of Engineers, I have the honor to present to you the new corporate members inductees to the Nigerian Institute of Engineers. May I have your permission to move on as they take their oath of office? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Corporate member induction vote. Please, dear inductees, I want to believe you have with you the induction vote. You will be following me as I am reading. Corporate membership induction vote. My dear friends and new corporate member of the Nigerian Institute of Engineers, please listen attentively, appropriately. Have you come here today for this induction ceremony on your own free will and accord? Are you willing and ready to be administered to the board of induction of society and be formally admitted as corporate members? Do you, having become a corporate member of the Nigerian Institute of Engineers, solemnly swear that you will defend and uphold at all times the memorandum of article association of the society and accept as binding all decisions the Council of the Nigerian Institute of Engineers on all matters dealt with by in accordance with the provision of the said memorandum and article of association of society. Do you promise to undertake the of the society at all times? Do you promise to conduct yourself on how engineers matters in accordance with society laid down code of ethics and conduct? Do you promise to look after the interests and welfare of your fellow engineers and members of the society? Do you promise not to query or take any legal or embarrassing action against society in any action the society may deem necessary against you? Do you promise to meet all your obligations to the society and serve here selflessly to the best of your ability? All corporate members being inducted will read out. Please read after me. They have read. So please you write your name, surname, others, signature, and date. Once again, on behalf of the President and Chairman of the Council of Nigeria, Engineer Aina Okuntala, I congratulate you. Please, please, before you go, we are going to Baba. We will take picture with Baba. Baba will give congratulatory handshake, and I want to appeal to the high table to please join us as we congratulate our inductees. So please, give it to us. Please let us return them to Engineer Anishola. He's in front here. Whatever you feel, please return to Engineer Anishola. Also, please let us. This is an important information.
NSC Engineer Jibola Scott. And will be coming in Saturday, November 29, 2025 at Ibadan Club. Time 7 to 11 a.m. For engineers that know play golf. If you are a golfer, you are welcome to Ibadan Golf Club. That nation is welcome. Announcer, engineer Olumuyiwa. These donations. Thank you.
Sorry, and my number is 0703-281-736. Engineer Olumuyiwa. If you know how to play golf, come there, don't come until on the 29th of November. Evening, we'll be there. Thank you. Yes, in honor of Engineer Ajibola, that's why we are doing it. Please, all golfers across the nation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Like he said, it's in honor of our honoree, Baba Ajibola. Yes, at this point, maybe just 2 messages. Goodwill messages as we close. Goodwill messages. Please, please go back to your seat. And the chairman, the NSC chairman, Ibadan branch. A good message. Very quickly represent all the chairman. And then Engineer Jimmy Ajibola will the good message. Thank you. The chairman, Ibadan branch.
Thank you, Madam President. Engineer Margaret, I know Gutala FNSC, is represented by our own national school, Engineer Professor Ogudupe, FNSC. Permit me to start on the already established protocol. I want to thank God for sparing the life of our Papa to witness this occasion. We thank you, sir. We thank you, Mama, for taking the great care at the prayer. It is on record that Papa was the native speaker, guest speaker 31 years ago for the memorial lecture that we used to do in Ibadan every year. And Baba was the president of NSC. He has been our Baba right from the one. Most of us were the chairman of NSC Ibadan branch is by the grace of God and the support of Baba Ajibola. Let's talk about Agbaye Dale. How many about as the special advisor as rightly said, this lecture is coming up next year by the special grace of God. We will do all things possible successful come next year. On this note, I want to thank everyone that graced this occasion. Thank you. Thank you, the chairman, the branch chairman, the Ibadan branch, the premier branch. Please let us clap for him. At this point, I will invite very quickly Engineer Jimmy Ajibola for the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Would like
Please, hello. Let's be seated, please. Chairman, please. Thank you. Hello, please let's be seated. Let's be seated. Engineer, sir.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Time is well spent, and we have really enjoyed ourselves. The president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, ably represented by Professor Kundike, we say thank you for making our time to be here out of your busy schedule. The guest speaker, we say thank you. The special guest of honor, we say thank you. And to the Nigerian Society of Engineers or your branch, we say a very big thank you for honoring our father and our daddy for this great lecture that you have put together. We believe that by the grace of God, with life, it will continue to run every year as we go along. All the members of our are here, members of Intercom Partnership, the group, we say thank you for making our time to be here. Our friends, our well-wishers, the pharmacists, and a lot of other people that have taken our time to be here today. We say thank you. We wish you journey messages as you go back home. And we say thank you once again to everybody who's been here. Thank you.
Thank you. Please let us clap for him, Engineer Jimmy Ajibola, the son of the Olumuyiwa. At this point, we have come to the end of the program. We had so much to do, but we just had to cut it all off. So at this point, I will please request things as we take the national anthem. And please, if you have our donation form with you, please fill it here and help us return it to Engineer Panishola. Please, Engineer Panishola, raise your hand. Please let us return the forms to him. Thank you. The national anthem. Thank you. Education special. At this point, even before we go, please group photographs with the honoree and the high table members, and all of those who have come up to take a turn to take the photograph. So, the honoree, Engineer Chief Olumuyiwa Alade Ajibola, FNSC, group photograph, and Mama, come forward too. Please, donation forms, Engineer Panishola. Please return them. Our architects, our auditors, our QS, our builders, our auditors. If you please give our donation forms to Engineer Panishola. Chairman, where are you? Chairman, picture, please. Please. Please, if you are taking the let the branch chairman join, immediate branch chairman, national officers that are here,